Hey, this is Craig Garber with another issue of Ask Me Baby. People have been sending in some really good questions, so please continue to do so. I'm getting a nice pipeline now, so I'll be able to supply you with good information every week as long as you're sending the questions. So let's get right to it. Okay, first question comes from a guy who's been with me for a really long time. His name is Bill Parliament. By the way, if you need any kind of website design or creating blogs, he's a really good guy at this. He's not the cheapest guy in town, but he's really sharp. He's extremely effective. He's in my Mavericks coaching group. He's been there for a while, and I know a number of people who he's done work for that he's done a great job with. So, look him up. It's Bill Parliament, P-A-R-L-A-M-A-N. Search him online. Don't call him and ask him a bunch of free questions, but, if you want to engage his services, I'm sure he's got some sort of funnel you can go into. Anyway, Bill says, here's a question I thought of last night while listening to Lead Generation Explosion on the way home. Lead Generation Explosion is a product I sell. It's the turnkey system I used. I wrote up a campaign for someone that produced a 42.7% response. I encourage you to check it out if you are interested in generating leads. It also tells you step by step how to write, the proverbial free report or sales letter. And you can get that at kingofcopy.com/leads. Okay, so Bill says, when you're driving your prospect to an 800 number for a free message, is it an actual recording of your free report, or is it instructions for your prospect to leave their name and address so you can mail them the free report? That's a good question. No, the 800 line he's talking about is a line people go to when they respond to your lead generation ad, and it may say something like this: hello and thank you for calling the blank blank hotline. Hello and thank you for calling the life insurance hotline. And then you give them a little pitch, a little spiel, which usually is 2 or 3 lines, maybe the opening of your lead generation ad, but it's 2 or 3 lines. It's benefit related. Don't waste a ton of time. At the tone, leave your following information, your name, your address, or however you have it set up. But it's not a whole free report. It's just a, hello and thank you for calling the so-and-so hotline, push your 4-digit extension, and it's a succinct way of engaging them, giving them benefits, and giving them an opportunity to leave their information so you can capture it, and then you mail out your free report. So great question, Bill. I think a lot of people are wondering about that. Okay, next question. This one comes from a guy who's like, I almost hate answering this question. This guy, he's been on my list forever. He signs up for every teleseminar, every webinar I have, and he's never bought anything, yet he's asking me questions. So to me, he's either stupid or cheap, or, if you don't buy something from someone, yet you trust getting advice from them, I just don't understand that. Maybe I'm the retard, honestly, but if someone could get a grip, I'm a guy who studies psychology, and who studies what motivates people, what turns them on, what turns them off, what pushes their buy buttons, what makes people react. And I do that for a living, so I do that because what I do for a living is that in print for the most part. So I want to understand. I get kind of deep sometimes because I need to understand how people like this think. And I don't understand. I'm a pretty bright guy. I don't know everything. But so if you understand the psychology behind this, let me know. Please tell me. I'm dying to find out. Anyway. Hi Craig, how to protect our copyright samples before producing it to the client if it's a really big client. I would imagine then you are not interested in protecting your copyright samples if it's a little client, which I don't know why. And you mean little to you or little to them? So people that are big clients are more likely to steal than small clients? I don't understand that psychology, but let me explain it to you. In actual fact, people that you're charging more money to are much higher up on the food chain for everything. They're going to behave better, they're going to typically have more ethics, and they're going to leave you alone and be better clients. So you really want to protect yourself from the little guy. But anyway, he's got an opportunity to work with a big shoe company, blah, 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 and he goes off on a tangent that has nothing to do with his original question. But here's how you protect yourself from a copyright standpoint. You just protect yourself from a copyright standpoint. See, it's a little misnomer. People think, I have to put the little copyright C on there. And you should do that because it shows other people, you are staking claim to it. But reality is, if you create something, it's yours. You own the copyright. Now, here's the rub on this, though. Hang on. Okay, man, so I'm almost 4 weeks into no Diet Coke or no Diet Soda. I feel great, I gotta be honest with you. It took 3 weeks to fully kick it. I haven't had such a problem kicking something since cigarettes, which means there's some serious chemicals in Diet Soda that, you know, I was like jonesing for a Diet Soda, but it took 3 weeks, and now I'm into my 4th week. I feel great. Anyway, so I drink a lot of water, Perrier. So here's the deal with copyright. You're protected and you own the copyright. However, if you go and take what you've written and register it with the Copyright Office, and I think it's just look up copyright, it's something gov, okay, something.gov, one of those websites. When you do that and you have them, you register your copyright, if you want to sue somebody, as I understand it, I am not a lawyer, nor do I play one on TV, so verify this information, but as I understand it, if you register your copyright, you then have the right to collect legal fees from them. It's the same with a trademark. You know, you register a trademark, now you own the trademark, you can collect legal fees against someone, that's why you do that. So that's how it works with copyright. But there's no, you know, people used to think, well, let me take what I wrote, mail it in an envelope, have it come back to me, I'll be protected. That's just like old wives' tales. You own it. Nowadays, if you own it, you wrote it, you own the copyright. Now, as far as what happens in the future, protecting it, your legacy, I'm not going to get into that because, frankly, I'm not an expert at it. But that's how it works for protecting copyrights from today. So that's that question. Okay. Last question. You know, and this one's I'm not even going to say the person's name. It says help! Exclamation point 3 times. I need the hows, H-O-W-S, to selling homes in this market. You know, the nature of this question is one that this person has not been a student of anything. They're probably asking this question to 500 people on the internet instead of spending time and money and studying 1 or 2 people and learning how to sell houses. And you know, someone like this, I'm not even going to get into this answer because it's long and detailed, and based upon the nature of how this question was delivered and the franticness of it, this person won't put the time and invest energy into listening to what I have to say. So bottom line is, this lady's fucked. She can't sell a house in this market. I'm telling you, not without a plan or anything like that. So anyway, that's it for this issue of Ask Me Baby. If you have any other questions, send them to the URL that's right down here. I will look forward to speaking to you next time. I just cut the new issue of Seductive Selling out. Okay, I would encourage you to take the free test drive. I've got a brand new video up there, which I'll talk about later on, that talks about all the new bonuses that you get. I've reworked a few things. I've even got well, you go watch the video, and again, you can see that the URL right here. In any case, take care of yourself. Thank you for your questions. Have a wonderful weekend. And now, go sell something, baby.